Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, welcome back.
And welcome back to the biggest, baddest,
Porno.
fastest growing podcast in the entire universe.
In our zip code. 1141. La, la, la.
I
thought I was going to tell you what the zip code was. But
in our zip code in Queens, this is the largest podcast.
We're popular on the block.
We're popular on our block, and that's the only block we're
That's
popular
pretty much
on.
it.
That's pretty much it. Welcome back, guys. My name is Nona Lisa. This is my best friend and brother,
What's up,
and
gang?
your future baby daddy lied.
We need a name for our listeners.
Yes, and this is the F My Life podcast.
This is the F My Life podcast.
F my life, F your life,
F all of our lives.
F all of our
That's
lives.
what we're here for.
Our lives are really just pretty fucked up, and
Yeah.
we're just here to
We're
share that
puppets
with
on
you.
a string, pretty much.
Yeah,
Who's pulling the string? I don't know.
we
Your
really
baby
don't
daddy,
know.
Your ex, mother.
If you're looking at the visual on YouTube, which, by the way, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can watch our lovely faces on YouTube. We
Aw,
are
thank
coming.
you, best friend.
Well, I'm prettier than you. We are
True.
coming from our new studio space.
Period.
And you can see that on the channel, Nona Lisa.
Thank you to the sponsorships from no one.
From no one. We are self-sponsoring right now.
Self-funding, baby.
Self-funding.
We can't go bankrupt.
We cannot
No
go
fuck.
bankrupt.
Y'all fell asleep on us, but we doing this on our own. We coming up.
Yes.
And you'll get to see, if you go and look at the video on Nona's channel, you'll see, of course, the fancy and fashionable apparel we are wearing. You know,
Yes.
I almost wore the same thing again.
Yeah.
Like that black shirt I wore last week
Yeah.
and the week before.
You were
I
gonna
was
wear it
about
again.
to wear, like, I got out of the shower, I was like,
Oh.
you know, I had the ear swab in my ear, like, I'm like, what am I gonna wear? So, of course, the first thing my hand landed on was that black shirt, and I'm like, wait, I wore this before. I feel like I have like apparel amnesia. I don't remember what I wear.
Well, if you're listening to the podcast for the first time, Light owns like 5 shirts, and he just rotates those.
And by 5 I mean 2, and
2.
1 I wear 3 times, so that's fine.
No, 2 for going out, 2 for home, and then like 1 for the gym.
1 for like emergency situations, like, you know, I gotta run to the hospital or something. I'm gonna throw that on real quick.
Yeah, but you can look at our YouTube to see, you know, how sexy we look every week.
Yeah, we do this for you.
And yeah,
Actually, what I'm wearing right now makes absolutely no sense. This is my ex's clothes, by the way.
you're wearing your ex's clothes.
I like him. It makes no sense. So here we are. Yes. Do you think they'll be able to see my bottom in this video?
No, they
okay,
can't.
Perfect. Great. Well, then it makes more sense.
Wait, do you think it's weird that you're wearing your ex's clothes?
This is reparations for all the trauma I've been through. Are you kidding
So
me?
why would you want to wear his clothes?
Because I will get back every dollar that I spend on a nigga.
Really?
This is how I'm getting it back.
Oh, did
This means this is one less shirt I do not have to go to buy. That's it.
I understand.
So yeah, as Nona mentioned, this is our new space. It's actually in a place I just moved into. So I'm still moving in.
Yes, he is still moving in.
I literally, Nona on her way over here, I was like, could you bring a lighter? Like, I don't have a lighter. And
Light?
God knows how I spent an entire week without using a lighter.
Light has like 1 fork and 1 knife and
And a
dish
spork.
soap. That's all Light really
Just,
has, to be
like,
honest.
for real. Like, you know, so, like, I didn't know, like, owning a place would take so much. Like, my family, my school didn't prepare me for this whole transition. Like, I didn't know I had to, like, you know, walk the plants and water the sofa and, like, take in the trash. Like, none of that was ever taught to me. Like, I had to learn this on YouTube in real time.
Yeah.
And with the help of Nona and some other friends. Like, I literally called my other friend the other day and I was like, do you remember I put the Quaker Oats? Because he was on FaceTime with me while I was unpacking all the groceries. And I have so many cupboards, you can't really see them now, but imagine what like 20 cupboards look like. And I was like, do you remember? Because I couldn't find it for the life of me. But anyway,
It's funny.
the more you know.
Light also, he was on FaceTime with me and he was trying to load dishes in his dishwasher.
Oh,
And
yes.
honestly, I've never lived in a place where I used a dishwasher. So I was like, Light, I don't even know, boy.
Well, first of all, it took so long to like, and the dishes were still soapy, so that probably says something about my dishwasher. But 2, why do you have to rinse the dishes before I put them in the dishwasher? Isn't the whole point of the dishwasher to like rinse?
Right? Like, if I'm rinsing, I might as well just wash at the same time.
Are you here to let them think?
Why would
We're
I
about
rinse?
to break the dishwashing industry right here, right now.
Why would I pre-rinse for the rinse?
Baby, why am I doing the work that I paid for the work to be done?
That's what I'm saying. Like, make it make sense, baby.
Jeff Bezos?
Do
I
something
want my
about
refund.
that.
Like, give me my money back. But anyway, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about sex.
Commercial.
Commercial sex.
Commercial sex.
Domestic sex.
Domestic sex. International
Retail
sex.
sex.
Third world country sex?
Third world country.
Baby, every single sex we talk about.
All the sexes.
All the sexes.
All the sexuals.
Because we all are one and the world is united. Amen.
We wanted to talk about sex because one,
I can't help it.
well, yes, Live and I talk about sex every day, which, because we think about sex every day, all day.
We have sex every day, all day.
We have sex. Shh, we have sex every day, all day. But we wanted to talk about like more about the sex industry and like online creators, and also how the sex industry shapes relationships now.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, especially during the pandemic, like when people started rethinking about their whole relationship with their employers, like some people actually took to like OnlyFans and like Snapchat to start creating sexual content and selling it. And like even if they weren't like full-fledged, like fully sexual unless like they publish like semi-nude things and make some money on it.
And of course, you know, they're not really any barriers to entry. You have a phone, you have a good internet connection, that's all you need.
You got a light in? You got a window that can let some light in?
And if you can make yourself look attractive, that's all you need, baby.
If you can suck it in, make it look slim, baby.
And you know how to do your makeup and your hair, baby, you're good.
That's exactly true.
Yeah.
So, like, all these platforms made it so much easier to just, like, market yourself, not on, like, social media, like on Instagram, but, like, on Snapchat, OnlyFans, Twitter, etc. And I find it quite interesting that so many people rushed into the industry immediately. Like, people were like, okay, yeah, I'll show my dick for $10. And, like, without even thinking
you felt like there was
about
no
it.
hesitation.
There was no hesitation. Why do you think there was no hesitation?
I think, like, with social media, kind of putting your bodies out there online has become not such a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I was speaking to somebody and she makes like sex tapes with her boyfriend. So I'm like, are you ever worried about, you know, these sex tapes getting out?
The leakage.
Are you worried about the leakage? And she was like, honestly, apart from my corporate career, I don't really care. Like people She was like, people have sex. And if it happens, it happens. Like
people have sex, and if somebody want to pay to watch it, what? Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, she was like, it's not that serious. And I was like, wow. Like 15 years ago, people would be like, people would have clutched their pearls.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh my god, if my mom and dad saw this. Well, I still think they feel if my mom and dad saw this.
Like, I never want my parents to see that.
Please do not. Thank God my mother doesn't know how to use a computer. Thanks, Mom. Sorry, Mom.
Same, babes. Same.
She could like write her name, type her name, and that's pretty much about it. She probably knows how to use Paint, and that's it. But Paint is now obsolete.
Mine just knows how to type.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's all. That's all she needs to know, babes.
Email what? Who's sending that shit? You gotta send that shit yourself. But yeah, it's so true. Like, I think a little bit of the herd mentality. Now everyone is rushing into it. Like, and also the desire for just more money. Like, shit is getting expensive. People want to make more money. Like, they want to make more side money. It's a side hustle.
And it also goes back to like social media too. Like the flex culture. People want the cars and the big houses and the jewelry and all this stuff.
And the clout.
So you can't get that stuff working a 9 to 5.
You cannot.
Even if you are making, even if you're making $100,000 a year, which to most people is decent income, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get rich by doing that.
Yeah.
So this is obviously an easy thing to do, and it's something I've even personally considered. Oh please, like
wait, what?
I have considered doing an OnlyFans. Oh,
what
absolutely.
Please fill us in.
I've like sat down and seriously thought about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like my friends would not care. My friends just want me to be happy and like, you know, they don't care.
Yeah, I definitely won't get
My extended family, I don't really care what they think, to be honest. I would only be bothered by what my mom thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my dad, we're cool, but I don't care as much. I don't care as much about what he
Now
thinks.
you know which parent you love more.
But I don't think, I wouldn't know how to explain it to my mom. And also, I would have to, if I did it, I would have to do it fully, like,
Yeah.
full on poured.
Yeah.
And I would, like, have to give up my corporate career, you know?
Like, some people don't show their faces, but I feel like people who do show their faces make more
way
money.
more money. Yeah. And of course, the more you do,
Yeah.
like, you might start off thinking, oh, I'll just take, like, a couple of bikini pics, you know, maybe a couple of topless pics. But, like, on OnlyFans, people can make requests, personal requests. And if you have somebody requesting for you to, like, do a masturbation video for, like, 5K.
What?
That's an easy 5K.
What?
I mean, it can
Are you gonna help me hold the camera? Like, because I'm gonna need to hit different angles. That's all I'm saying.
So it's a slippery slope. You might start off thinking, you know, I'm gonna just do a little bit here and there, but
It's addictive.
you
baby.
get addicted to the money.
When when OnlyFans take their cut and the rest of the deposit hit your account, baby,
You're gonna do everything.
You can do whatever we ask.
And no shame to the girls and guys that do it. Like, get your coin, get your bag, get your Rolls Royce, get your apartment, you know, do what you gotta do.
First of all, I feel like if you got the goods,
If you show that shit.
you better sell that shit. There's a premium out there. Trust me. Like, God blessed you for a reason, brother.
God bless you.
Sister. Okay, God bless you. You need to share the gift with the rest of the world. That being said, are you subscribed or have you ever followed any like sexual content creator? And who is your favorite?
I was literally talking about this last night with somebody. I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans. I'm very curious to see what it looks like. I don't really follow sexual creators. I mean, obviously I've seen porn and I have. Shocking.
Red cheek.
But there are like 2 or 3 people that I like watching.
Oh.
And I just watch the same videos over and over. Like, I'm not interested in seeing anything new or following their lives. Like,
Guys or girls, lesbian, gay or straight?
There are 2 guys and there's 1 girl.
Ooh, that sounds like a nice
But they all do like different categories. Anyways.
Okay. Sure.
But I have no interest beyond like looking at it for those couple minutes. I don't care. So I have not subscribed to
Oh, interesting. I've actually subscribed to people's OnlyFans.
And what do they post?
What do you mean? What do they
Like,
post?
what kind of stuff is it? Is it like full
Like,
on?
some of it's full on porn, like guys fucking other guys. Obviously, I don't look at straight porn because I'm like. Yeah.
Oh yes, Lied is a homosexual.
I'm a homo. Homo, call me homo. But yeah, so I have subscribed before, but some of them are just like, sir, you need to know how to use that camera first of all.
Really?
Like, you need to learn about lighting and angles.
And that's
getting it right.
crazy because I would think that if you're charging a fee, you would want to make the best possible content you can make.
I feel like some people run away with the idea like, oh, they don't really care about the content, they just want to charge a subscription fee.
Yes.
Because the way the accounts work is like they bill you monthly. So if you don't remember, it's just like
To
an
unsubscribe,
unsubscription.
yes.
You don't remember to unsubscribe, baby, you get it. You're paying somebody rent.
Yeah.
You don't even know. So
you pay for that Rolls Royce, baby.
right. So they care less about the type of content, the quality of the content, but they care more about the number of subscribers because the more subscribers they hit, the more they can trap into that monthly billing cycle.
Also, I feel like the private messages where you can make requests, I feel like people make a lot of their money from that too, as opposed to like posting on their feed.
Yeah, I think that's like the next product level. Like if you ever get an OnlyFans account, like they message you to be like, oh, pay $15 for this extra show or pay $15 for this extra video. I'm like, no, nigga, but I guess some people do. But that's a quick way for them to make easy money. Like this is a whole full-fledged business. This is the operating model. Like if you don't get that, like if you don't do this, like you're kind of losing money. I must say, like there's opportunity cost here.
So even if you're doing an OnlyFans or you have a Patreon or you're on any other platform. Let's say you're doing this stuff by yourself.
Yeah.
Is it still considered sex work? Because you may not be having, that physical sex. Is it still considered sex work?
Is it still considered sex work? That's interesting. I feel like...
And so that plays into what do you consider as sex work? Because it's not just prostitution.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
mean, I
just
feel like strippers are considered to be sex workers.
I think at the end of the day, it still is sex work because someone is ingesting that content. Okay,
Yes.
no pun intended. Get that thought out of your head, you nasty fucker.
We know y'all swallow.
Y'all be
Y'all be swallowing.
Be careful what you swallow. Jesus is watching. But anyway, like people are still ingesting that content, and much more like it's like a lot of people, like relative to like a physical, actual, sexual, worker who's a prostitute. So I do think by all means it's considered sex work. But that being said, I don't think like there's enough regulation around such content. Because of course some people abuse the system, obviously. You have like pedophiles out there who like abuse the fact that they can promulgate so much like child pornography online and stuff like that. So I still think like regulation has a lot of catching up to do in terms of like making sure that the content is legal.
But
and
how do you
doesn't exploit
regulate that?
people.
Like I know on Facebook, for example, to regulate sexual content,
Yeah.
they literally have people sitting there looking at posts
Right.
and flagging them.
Right. That's,
So
and they depend on the people who have Facebook accounts to like report those.
Yes. So is that like the kind of system?
I
you would
think
have
that
to have?
I'm not sure if like these sexual content platforms have that kind of customer service teams built out to actually look their content and make sure that, for example, like the person shown is not a minor, for example. I'm not sure if they actually do that.
Like how do you do?
I think it's really tricky. It's really hard. Like,
Or maybe they have to take a picture of the ID or something, but
or maybe they have algorithms that kind of look at like the stature of the person, the height, the face shape, and kind of like use that and then filter out those videos for people to actually watch and determine whether or not they can actually. That's actually a good business idea. So OnlyFans CEO, if you're listening to this, you can hire me.
Because I assume and I believe in porn companies, you'll have to verify that whoever is acting is 18 and above.
Yes.
But like if we're a bunch of high school kids making an OnlyFans and having sex online, who's regulating us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there is enough regulation. So that's the only unfortunate part. Like, yes, of course, there's this booming sex content industry online. People are making a lot of money as a result of it. But also a lot of people are getting exploited and hurt as a result because child pornography has grown so exponentially over the few years. But that's quite interesting. You know what's so funny? I heard of like some sex content providers. You can actually subscribe to their channel for a lifetime.
Really?
Like you can see the coochie, prepubescent, pubescent, what it looked like during COVID. Post-op.
Postnatal.
Isn't that interesting? Like,
wow,
you get a lifetime subscription.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I wonder
who,
what is the type of person that signs up for that?
They're like, baby, I'm locking this in for life. Like, I ain't going nowhere. This cooch is yours, you're mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see it, feel it, grab it, touch it, hold it. There ain't no shame in that. But I'm more curious about, like, the terms of the conditions. Like, what if the person dies?
What do you mean?
Like, what if the content creator dies?
Like, then the content lives on forever, and the money can go to their
But I see no new cooch, so what's the point in this?
It's the same cooch over time. It's not new. It's the same cooch over time.
Oh my god.
Why are you talking about cooch like you even watch
Right,
cooch?
why am I talking like dick? Like, sometimes I be catching myself slipping, like, why are you talking about cooch? You gotta be looking at like dick, like, pick one and
baby.
Stay in your lane.
Pick one and stick one.
Alright, I can't be confusing my family like this. This is not sustainable.
They've been through enough trauma.
Hello,
we took a little break. Lai needed another glass of vino.
I did get a glass.
Wait, can you show them your glass?
Oh
Show them the glass.
You're gonna embarrass me. This is very bad glassware etiquette, guys. I'm using a champagne flute for wine, but who cares? I mean,
so going back to what we're talking about. Why do people even subscribe to OnlyFans and these other platforms? Like, why not just watch like regular sex online for free? Why do you think?
That's a really good question, and I feel that the reason that had driven me to look at some OnlyFans in the past is because I wanted like authentic porn, like how to play out in the actual bedroom.
As opposed to other porn.
Like other porn is like acting. Well, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, obviously for like personal like sexual content online that people post is acting too. But I feel like it's acting it's acting in a more amateur sense, if that makes sense. Like actual porn with actors, like there's makeup, there's acting, there's screenplay, like everything is orchestrated. And I think that kind of takes away from the authenticity of it. It's not as genuine as I would say personal content produced by sex workers.
Oh, that is probably what drives it. That feeling of like
Then
like I know this person, and then especially if you
Right,
can
that
message
too.
them
yeah,
and you can make requests,
right.
then you have a connection to this person.
And truth be told, many of the actors who act in porn have their own personalized accounts where they
Yes.
can access their clientele directly. So there's that as
And
well.
they're also removing the middleman of the production company. Like they can make way more money on their own.
So, Nona, this question is for you, obviously, because
Because we're the only people here.
I feel like this is the second time I've done that. I'm just using it to like buy time. Anyway, the question is, how do you think the promulgation of sexual content online has affected people's willingness to actually go out and date and be in relationships or even engage in sexual activity?
Oh, I feel like guys are I'm gonna say guys because guys are usually the pursuer.
And we hate guys.
Men. I feel like men get so much sexual satisfaction at home by themselves, by pleasuring themselves through all these platforms, where they're like, I don't really want to put in the effort to go, one, get to know a girl and take her out and do all these things in order to hook up with her. I could just like stay home and do my own thing.
So chivalry is really dead.
Chivalry is really dead. And yeah, I feel like
They just don't want to put up with the...
they just don't want to make the effort.
Yeah, I feel like it has definitely driven the coffin in, like the nail in the coffin of relationships and like dating and courtship and all that,
Yeah.
pre-marriage bullshit. Not bullshit, but you know what I mean. I'm just running out of words to use at this point. But it definitely has, because guys like generally they be like, oh, I'll just stay home and jerk off. Like they can access any girl that they want literally online by just looking at their profiles, going to their platforms or whatever, subscribing. Like it has like made it so much easier for them to be sexually satisfied by just looking at this content. Like who the hell wants to go out and pay for a girl's dinner if I can just stay home and watch Layla play with her clit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. And if you can have that private message and that private interaction as well,
It's a relationship.
it is a relationship. You do it long enough, it is a relationship.
Baby, we is in love. As far as he's concerned,
Literally.
they is in love. Like, and as far as she's concerned, as long as she get her money from him, they in a whole relationship.
You already have the sexual satisfaction, and to some degree, the emotional satisfaction. You're not gonna care about a relationship. So what does this all mean for us, like?
At the end of the day, less guys going out there. They're pollinating less flowers. We have less babies. Basically, we're going extinct as a species. That's it. In 2050, none of us will exist.
None of us will be here, babe.
Between that and COVID, baby, it's over.
And Ukraine,
And Ukraine,
it's over.
that's over.
So live your life. Do the most.
Do the most. Create that content. Share it with us for free. There's a button you can click where you allow Light and Nona to get free subscriptions. Make sure you do that because we want to watch. Voyeurism is a thing about it anyway.
Yeah.
And live your life, baby. Make that money. Shake that ass. Make that cash.
Period. Like and subscribe to this channel, Nona Lisa. Please follow the podcast page on Instagram at FMyLife. You can follow me at Nona Lisa. Light doesn't want to talk or speak to any of you. He just want to see your OnlyFans.
Yes, that's really all I'm here for.
Yes.
That's my ultimate life goal.
And we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Next
Bye.
one, guys. Bye.